Yeah, I remember this happening. I'm actually right. I'm actually parked right now at the Montgomery Mall, where this not far from, not exactly where this in, like not far from where this happened. I mean, I can literally look to my right, and I can imagine the garage like right there. I'm like literally right near where this happened. That's pretty crazy, right? But I kind of forgot how the place looked because it's been so long. Been what, 12? Oh, what, 12 years now or so that this happened? It's crazy.
The night of deadly accident at a mall parking deck, and tonight, one of the two men trapped by thousands of pounds of...
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe. Yeah, that whole section's gone now. The entire section there is gone. So, wow.
Concrete there is fighting for his life. Right now, a construction worker is in Maryland's Shock Trauma Center hours after a section of that parking deck came crashing down on top.
A lot of them are
While
still
one
with.
worker survived, another was killed at the Westfield Montgomery Mall.
Yeah, you see right there where the gas station is. It says Bethesda, Montgomery County. See where it says Democracy? Well, that's that shell right there in the corner. If you go up, you see those cars in between the two buildings there. I'm in that parking garage section right now. Then of course, if you look at the top of the screen there in the thing, it's that's a Home Depot across the street. Sears was still in business then at the time too. So, wow, so much has changed around here. Yeah, the food court doesn't look like it did back in 2012. I could tell you that. It looks a lot different.
All that's in Bethesda. Robert Lyles has spent the evening there at the scene, and he has the latest on what went wrong.
It was a partial collapse of the parking garage behind me, and as I step out of the way, the garage here at Montgomery Mall remains darkened. Horrifying to the witnesses who saw what happened here, and horrifying to the emergency crews because they responded to a double deck collapse at NIH just a short distance from where I stand. But those crews know one thing tonight: one life lost nearly a decade ago may have saved one life tonight. Emergency responders are hesitant to use a word like miracle, but when this construction worker trapped beneath 50,000 pounds of concrete was not only pulled out alive, but smiles and gives the thumbs up, emergency responders will use words like amazing.
The ability to extricate the one and send to a local hospital was amazing.
It was just
sent to
before 2
Suburban.
p.m. when eyewitnesses heard an unbelievable sound.
I would say like a really loud bomb.
Authorities say construction crews were attempting to remove what's called a double T or support beam when it collapsed.
And I didn't realize it was the parking, garage that had collapsed. The parking
Called a double T.
I'm actually looking at one right now. I'm actually looking at one right now. It doesn't look like that exactly, but I'm looking at one. And then I'm looking at another. Yeah. Same exact. Right over there by the electric car charging station. It's a double T. Yep. Crazy.
Or support beam when it collapsed.
and I didn't realize it was the parking,
She looks familiar too.
garage that had collapsed.
20 workers were on the deck, 2 were trapped.
I hope they get them all right. I mean, we pray for them.
So crews raced in with 4x4s and chainsaws. It was a lesson learned from November 2004.
Over half of the technical rescue folks that were here today were at the NIH parking garage collapse.
The collapse of 2 decks killed 1 worker and injured a dozen more. The lesson learned: 2 decks killed 1 worker.
Look at how vehicles looked back then. Holy cow. I mean, the video looks old. 21 years ago. It looks like it's from the 90s. I'm serious. It looks like it's from the 90s. I'm driving a van that's older than this. By November 2004, this van was already what? 6 years old by then.
worker and injured a dozen more. The lesson learned, say first responders, come heavily equipped and come in large numbers.
Constantly thinking about that tonight and today while we were operating here.
That included the GO team, surgeons and nurses from shock trauma, transported from Baltimore to Bethesda. But the 50,000 pounds of rubble proved too much for one worker. He died from his injuries. But his co-worker could hear the GO team, and after 4 hours beneath the crushing concrete, he was free and alive. For most of today, the parking garage was a crime scene, and that's because it was a death investigation. But Montgomery County Police say they've now turned that parking garage back over to Whiting Turner. Whiting Turner is the company responsible for the renovations. Montgomery Fire tells us tonight it is their responsibility to update why there was a collapse here. As for the construction worker who survived this collapse, no word yet on his medical condition. In Bethesda, I'm Robert Lyles, ABC 7 News.
I don't remember him. Yeah, I don't remember him.
To our breaking news at Westfield Montgomery Mall right now, where rescue workers are working on a mission. 2 people were trapped this afternoon in a partial collapse of a multi-level garage right outside the food court. News 4's Mark Seagraves is live on the scene right now. Mark, what are you seeing and hearing there?
Well, Jim, we're seeing dozens and dozens of first responders. You can see them. They line Westlake Drive here to set the scene. We're on the backside of Montgomery Mall.
Yep.
People familiar with this area.
The
right
back of my
next to
van
Macy's.
is...
And here is the
I'm in that garage right
It's
there
a
to your left there,
multi-level
buddy.
garage
I'm
that
right in that
was
garage
under
right now.
construction. So there were no customers or anyone parked or in that at the time except for workers at the time of the collapse. We're told they are currently looking for 2 people inside the...
That's so crazy.
This is you.